All right, great Friday afternoon here in Dallas, Texas at the Hilton. My name again, Pete Redekup, for those that don't know me, but Pete Redekup. And I'm excited to be here together with my lovely fiance, Hannah Huson. Let's put the spotlight on her first for a moment. She deserves a lot of recognition and a lot of praise for all of her hard work and efforts and everything that she does.
Thank you. Yes, this convention year is very much different from last year, because last year, which my first time to attend, were just very few. But now look at the crowd that we have. More people, more downline come, so it's a great time.
What impressed you about the session today?
The session today is the new invention of David Smith that we are going to have soon.
The light water.
And the light water, the live water.
He was going to call it lobster water, but he changed the name.
Yes. And also the patches that is coming back to Canada.
Very, very
That's
exciting.
a great news.
Now, before we move on, Carl, I just want to take a moment. I want to just recognize, first of all, yourself, Carl, and the leaders that have made this possible. I want to put the spotlight on Judy Friesen, who just got back from Japan. She's all the way from Abbotsford, BC. She's a solid rock. She's been there forever, as you have been, Carl, and as Jay and Clarissa. Jay is absent, but Clarissa is here. The directors that are here right now, I want to really put emphasis on the directors, and of course the goal that everyone wants to achieve is director status, and we'll get to the managers next. But first, we'll start with a few words from Judy Friesen here. So if we could have that microphone for, she's got it. Judy, take it away.
What would you like to have me say, Pete?
Tell me what impressed you the most and what you were inspired by this weekend here in Dallas, Texas.
You know, I was just saying at dinner, I was really inspired by the talk that we had on some of the things that have made people successful. And one of the things that resonated with me was when they said, you need to make a plan and you need to be disciplined in carrying out that plan. Many of us are dreamers and we love people and we make a plan, but then the side of execution is sometimes difficult to do because that's where the hard work is. And it doesn't just happen. But if you're disciplined and you're organized, your plans achieve your dreams. So that's what I loved about the conference today, is that we had good, solid teaching, and it wasn't just airy-fairy, dream big and get rich or whatever. This was solid advice on how to be a leader, that you make other people leaders. You help put other people first. You answer their questions no matter how many times they ask the same questions, because you're helping them, and that helps you. So I love the reciprocity that we have in this business. So I'm really inspired by what we had today.
Judy, you exemplify that every day. And
every day.
As in our group, as one of the most knowledgeable people. Let's give Judy
Judy deserves a hand for all she does.
She's always there answering the questions.
Yeah, but it's important and it's good and it's fun and it energizes me. So right back at you all.
Awesome. And then let's go to Clarissa real quickly here. And then I would like to turn the table and do Carl right after, real quick.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Pete. Welcome to Earth.
Thank you, Clarissa.
So thank you so much to Carl. And by the way, before I talk, I would like to recognize Rich. She came all the way from the Philippines, and she's also a director.
Oh, also a director.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, what I really do appreciate the most today is that for me, it's a technology with a heart. And I've been sharing it with Rich, is that the way the company organize it, it's not organized to please us, but it's very well organized, that the vision is so clear that we know that we are involved and we are in it. We are in their vision, and then as part of their vision, we can almost see that we could duplicate and share it to the world. So, and it's very empowering. And if I may share, I am wearing two watches, right? So this morning I talk about encouragement and empowerment. So these two words describe LifeWave and our team. It's so empowering and very encouraging. So that, like, here, every time we're here, we are always encouraged to come back. So, and also appreciate you guys. You are all an inspiration. And thanks, I thank God to my husband because he is the one who truly decided to be with LifeWave. So,
And one thing I have to add, this is the very first person
Yes.
that I approached in LifeWave, April 1, 2020. I went to some of the highest ranking fruit that I could find. And Clarissa and her husband Jay were the first two. If I'm going to get rejected, I'm going to get rejected by some of the best. So I went to them first. So they were the very first to register with me. So congratulations
Thank
to you
you.
for saying yes. And I'm going to reverse the camera. Jay, or Rich, come on in here. You're a director as well. So you deserve a few words here as well, all the directors. So you were here last year at convention, and we'd love to hear a few words from you.
There are a
Okay.
lot. Okay, well, hello from the Philippines. I was here last year for the Heart to Heart convention, and this one is nicer this year than last year. So, what we learned, last night we had the drone display. It was really nice. It was amazing, and also what I noticed from the event, I mean the program last night and then the program today, David Schmidt really values the people that has stayed with him for since the beginning. And in our business, people come and go, but we did a live video yesterday and also today, and I really appreciate some of the people who watched our videos. Some have used the product before and are planning to use it again. So if you have been here, we're going to do a house party and we're going to do it online, and you're going to see. I mean, the company has a really, like what Coach said, a solid plan. Like, for example, for our agenda today, we talked about people. Okay. We also talked about, I like the talk of the first female pilot
Yes,
in the
that
US
was
Air Force.
inspiring.
Very inspiring. And her talk was very meaty also, something that we can use for our life and also our business. And then the interview of the leaders, we got a lot of tips. And also the documentary, it's just something that we can look forward to, and also the water. So
Yeah.
it's something that it's something that we can share to our friends and our family, and it's something that other companies don't have. So we're really growing this company to 4 billion, like what our COO said. It's very possible.
Thank
So
you
I'm
much.
happy to be here.
Thank you so much, Rich. And I'm turning the tables on.
Well, it's been nothing less than inspiring. So good to be here with the whole group and meet so many other people that we regularly communicate with on weekly Zoom calls. What jumped out to me came in a very unexpected way was when William Shatner was beamed in, and he said, "There is as much tragedy in hanging on too long as in quitting too soon." And I know we all face people that have said, well, they don't work for me. I tried them, they don't work. We've seen some of those people leave and then come back. And I think of people that might have given up on LifeWave too early. To see it now in its 20th year, approaching $1 billion in business, and built now to go to 4 billion, as COO said, tells you we are here with the right company, with the right leader, and the right product at the right time. And David's revelation of the new product and saying that there are 7 years of product rollouts that are going to stem from the light water project, that's nothing less than inspiring to me. So I'm not quitting, and I hope a lot of people won't quit and believe, like David said, he was laughed at. Much like David, a shepherd boy who stood in front of Goliath, was laughed at. And Jim Caldwell spoke about that last year. Well, nobody's laughing now. Everybody's looking to, what are you doing, David Schmidt? Why is LifeWave the fastest growing company of its kind in the world? That says a lot about leadership. And we've got everything fired up here. This is in full mode to go to something that I don't think has ever been done before in the world. So I'm personally excited and grateful to be here. And Pete, the day you came to my door and offered me an opportunity. And somehow I knew in my heart this was right for me. And then the first conference I went to, I said, they're not talking about how much money I can make. I can clearly see that. I was introduced to people that were doing exceedingly well. But I said, no, this is about helping people. So that's why I'm glad to be here. So awesome. How about you, Rowena? Would you like to share what impacted you today?
Sure. There was so much to take away from all the speakers that were there, and what I really see and I feel is that this company, there's no better time. I mean, other than maybe a few years ago, like there's no better time to be in it. I love how David is unashamed of his faith, where he gets his ideas from, because it is ultimately, it's God, it's the Bible, it is the most, like I love how he's unashamed. It's solid, it's a good foundation, it will never fail because he's got it on the rock. And so I love that. I love that because he puts God first, his business is flourishing. And so if we put God first, we will flourish.
Thank you, Rowena. Very well said.
Chris, anything?
Yeah. Okay. Well, when you're here amongst these people and you get to see firsthand David's vision, you start to realize that you're actually part of the group that's going to be paving the way forward for the repair of what's been happening in the world over the last few years. The health coming back of humanity, and his inventions and his ideas are astounding, and it's exciting. That water machine, that's really exciting. I can't wait for that. We already visualize where we're going to put it on the counter. Yeah, and I think that's just a very small part of his whole bigger picture of what we're actually involved in here.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Lily.
Lily, what impressed you today? What spoke to your heart?
No, they had excellent motivational speakers that motivated us to not be mediocre, but go ahead and just
Push the envelope.
Yeah, push the envelope. Yeah, that was a very, very solid. The next thing, the first thing is that David's faith is grounded on Scripture and the Bible, because this company will just go to heights that we cannot even imagine, because that he is not ashamed. He's solid, founded on the Word of God, and he. Can you imagine? We have no idea what faith people are here that are here gathering together, but they certainly can see that he is a born-again believer, and he trusts the Lord with all he does. And this water machine, we have a lot of questions yet. How long does the water stay good? Can you make it a day ahead, or a couple of days ahead, or we have good water, but this water is healing with light in it. So it will be completely different than we have ever heard of. So it's very exciting to be part of this.
Okay, I want to say that Lori is not only first-time attender, but she's a new manager. So I'm really proud of Lori.
Lori, congratulations.
What spoke to your heart today? What did you hear that just jumped out at you?
Well, I loved the presentation on the water and the science behind it. I have a few people in my life that really will be able to understand, and so I'm excited to provide the audio or the whatever I'm getting with the link. So I'm going to use that. And the other thing, changed some patches on my foot, and I don't know whether it was the patches or not, but I wept through the whole afternoon. It was just so silly, but I loved Nicole Malkowski. she was just so inspiring, as was already mentioned. Thank
Excellent.
you.
Great. Thanks for sharing.
There we are. Well, it was very interesting to me seeing a company and a CEO what bases everything on a Bible and has no hesitation to open admit if you have a belief in Jesus Christ that He died for us and that He's the one what has the power over everything. So if we are grateful, give the glory to Him and help people, He will reward us. So it's very interesting to see how things come together more and more, like big players, like we saw tonight, a big film player. He did the same thing. How people are on the stage bringing up tears. It has definitely brought tears to my eyes, what they said today. So I'm happy to be part of this company and looking forward for working with it for till whenever.
Till whenever and
Thank you.
beyond.
Yes.
All right. So I also have the privilege of saying that Val is a first-time attender as well, and she's a brand new manager, just like Lori. So congratulations, Val.
Hey, Val,
Thank you.
congratulations. Welcome here. So
Thank
nice
you.
to have you with us.
So what spoke to you, Val? What did you hear that you might have not heard or known before today?
Probably not that I've not heard before, but Nicole, the fighter pilot, that was amazing. And I think in life you always have adversity. There's always somebody who's going to say, no, you can't do it, but you have to keep moving forward. So, and yeah, she was amazing. And I guess everybody has to find their true north. So that spoke to me today. So
Right on. Thanks, Val. Clara Plett from Belize. Welcome here. Is this your first time as well?
Yes, it is my first time here.
Yay, Clara.
I'm loving it so far. It's amazing. Just the crowd of energy. The thing that keeps crossing my mind is I believe there's about 6,000 people, in one room under one umbrella type of thing. And we're all thinking the same thing, world peace, like David mentioned in the very beginning, and making everybody's life better in one way, shape, or form.
When he said that, I felt like I was in a rerun of Miss Congeniality. World peace.
Yeah.
But it's true. Why are we trying to kill each other?
Exactly. And then, of them partnering with cleaning the ocean, that's amazing too. And yeah, everything was phenomenal. I could say a lot more, but yes,
But
those
you know
two
what?
things.
Before we end with Clara, I want to share that Clara was among the first ones too when the pandemic started. She was one of the very first people I called as well about LifeWave. She didn't get too inspired in the beginning, but she's been in since 2020, and here she is at her first convention. She came with us to Guadalajara, Mexico for the corporate tour, and I think Clara has a new vision maybe in terms of what she maybe sees in LifeWave now. So I'm proud of you, Clara, for coming, and I'm proud that you said yes. You're already in the nutritional background. You didn't even mention about your health practice and everything that you do in Belize. She looks after a lot of people that are not well, just so you guys know. She's a pretty amazing individual and has a lot of irons in the fire. So she fits LifeWave into the cracks and noonies of her life. And at times, she doesn't have a lot of time. And that's the beautiful message about LifeWave. If you don't have a lot of time, like Clara doesn't, until it gets your full attention, it may not be a one priority as it was not for Clara's. But I think that notch has turned up a few levels here now, attending the convention. So thank you, Clara, for just being you and for coming out and having your mom and your dad here today. We'll interview them here shortly. But any final words on that? Speak to that, Clara, how busy you are in the health and wellness world.
Yeah, well, that's very true what Pete said. And going back to signing up, I remember the day you called. I thought maybe I was the first person that had signed up under you. I don't remember, but okay, maybe your mom or a couple other people. But anyway, that was an exciting time back in 2020. I wasn't too hyped up about the business, but I've bought the patches and sold the patches for over 4 years already. So I've worked with the patches for quite some time, just not built the business part. So yeah, but it's been amazing.
Hello, my name is Bonnie, and what I like about this company is just the fact that everything is just so advanced and all the new technology that they've come out with, the water, the light water, the AI, cleaning of the oceans, and we'll probably hear a lot more tomorrow anyway. And the first convention that I came to, there were like 200 people, and now we're at 6,000, was it?
It's quite an improvement.
Yeah. So just looking forward to the future.
Great,
and
thank you.
and happy that the new patches are coming back to Canada.
Yes, amen. Margaret Clausen, all the way from Wicklow, Manitoba, somebody that I sponsored in 3 years ago now.
Yay, Margaret.
Tell us what spoke to you at today's session.
Well, all the encouragement what he gave us, that we should all like work together, and how much he is telling us, like that he always surprises us with a new thing every time when we have a convention, and all of that is all very good. And I know he had already what he said it he had already something ready for next year, so that makes us all like, let's go. And then there was a younger couple what were talking about something like that how we should work with this, and that he said when you have little kids together and they have a piñata, and that they were hitting it till they get it through. And I was just thinking that's exactly what we should do. Hit it till we get through.
Excellent. Thank you, Margaret.
Thank you, Margaret.
And Henry Reimer, the father of Clara Pled.
Yes,
all the way
I would
from
like her
Belize.
to
Let's
get up.
Yeah.
You,
Alma.
Mom,
Come on,
we wanna get
Alma.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, Henry Reimer,
All
by
right.
the way.
So you guys can go together. Tell us.
Yes.
What spoke to you guys at today's session?
I know you don't read this.
I can get it.
But be the light in the darkness.
In someone's
darkness.
Yes.
That was very touching to me. And the whole 2 days that we've been here has been very, very encouraging. Or I should say, I didn't have a belief of the patches before this event. And
So
my
now
dear
you're
wife.
going home as a believer?
Now I'm going home as a believer.
Beautiful, Henry.
And also, I like the phrase, be the light. We have a song that says, in the light. God is light, and in him there is no darkness at all.
Exactly. The world is full of darkness.
Yes.
And we're offering something to the world that they desperately need. Hope
Yes.
and light.
Yes.
Well said,
yes.
Henry.
And alone with the smiles that I want to make now from here, I think I'll get healthier even. Oh, the patch, I believe in the patches now.
All right.
Alma.
Alma, share with us.
She's been
What
working
jumped
hard.
out today at you? What spoke to your heart?
I love that Thunderbird pilot.
Wasn't she something?
She's really something. And I wanted to share something that just clicked away from my brain. But my brain has been getting so much better. I thank the Lord for the patches. That was is a lifesaver for me. I still have sometimes the brain fog, but it's getting so much better, and I have hope that I want to go on in this company, and I hope for me also I will get a lot more help.
You know, with that water and the results that they're getting, I can't think that fog's going to lift completely.
I'm going to jump in here because I still remember the first time we were at Clara's health practice there, and you were there as well. My mom was there. You remember that night? You had a lot of brain fog happening that night, and there were certain things that just weren't clicking. And I was explaining the patches through our little presentation, our patching party there, and you had so many questions. And that's one thing that really made me feel like you'd be an amazing candidate for this product, not just to use it yourself, but to also be the light for others and to share it. And of course, you've done an amazing job. She's right at the cusp of manager right now. She was like 99.9% there already.
94,
but 94, and it'll happen 100% sure without a shadow of doubt. And of course, she was sponsored by her mother, or her daughter, Clara. So happy family in Spanish Lookout Belize, and I'm proud to know them.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yes,
Thank you
and
very
I'm very happy
just-
to know Pete. He's been a
Yeah,
terrific.
and
Final word to you, my dear.
We just went for a few months trip in U.S. and Canada, and I shared it probably with 50 different people, and 4 of them signed up.
Right on.
Be delight.
Wow, that's a good percentage. Excellent. And now, our 4th person from Belize who's here
And
is Calvin Ryan.
Before Calvin speaks, I got to share a story with you. I was visiting Clara and them in Belize, and I had some cell phone problems. And I went down to a cell phone repair place because my phone wasn't charging. And immediately, Calvin, one of his workers, they immediately gave me excellent service at Diverse Trade cell phone repair place. I didn't know him before. I gave him my card, like I've done here this weekend with very many people. Give him the Power of the Patch brochure, which is always on me, and the business card that's always in my wallet. And Hannah makes sure, do you have Power of the Patch? Do you have business cards? Yes. Well, I gave Calvin one card, and Calvin will share the story. So Calvin Reimer, congratulations for making that decision from Spanish Lookout Belize. Tell us what inspired you. Tell us the story first about the business card.
And another manager here too. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks to Pete. I'm Calvin from Belize, like he rightly said, and he gave a business card to me when he came to my shop back in the days. And months later, I don't know, probably 6 months later, I remember that business card. I went back in there. I don't know what I do know what led me to that decision to pull up that card. I looked it up and I contacted him and I signed up as a LifeWave brand partner, and I'm so happy I did. I'm so thankful to Pete and also to David Schmidt for this opportunity. LifeWave is a great company, and I've heard so much good things today again, and capacity building opportunity that we get here is a very big thing for me. I have always liked to attend a capacity building events, and one of the bigger things that stick out in my mind right now when I think back of today's presentations was probably the there's like 5, so I'm kind of wondering which one to mention first, but I was really impressed with the explanation that David gave about the ratio and the code that he found in the first sentence of the Bible, and that every living substance has that code written within its DNA, and even in nature, which solidifies the concept of the light, and then the lobster water, as he called it at first. I guess his name changed eventually.
I think he had pressure on that one.
Move away from that name. But Calvin, I would also, just for the sake of Judy Friesen, her and I had a discussion a while before. It was in regards to the lost business card. And the story was a testimonial that Judy gave in the success team. And it was so powerful. And it reminds me of your story of how I gave a card to you, spoke to you briefly. You maybe didn't pay much attention to LifeWave at that time, but 6 months later, whatever it was, 4 or 5 months later, for you to, who does that? Who reaches into a drawer 6 months later and finds a business card and says, there's something about what that person said. So Judy had something very similar, and it was Val. That was the story of Val. So Val, you and Calvin have a lot in common. Your brains probably work on the same frequency, the same wave. So I'm going to suggest get together, talk a little bit about that. But just amazing, amazing. I'm glad you picked up that business card, and I'm glad you said yes, Calvin. So welcome to LifeWave, and you're a manager, and just happy to know you, Calvin.
Excellent story, and very great. I think the first network marketing or direct selling lesson that I got from Pete was to always have your business cards along with you. So it's a great opportunity right now, going and coming from the hotel. You know, each taxi driver opens up the conversation for me. I don't need to open it up. They normally ask where you're coming from and what's your purpose of being here, and that's where I started to share LifeWave.
One thought that we shared today is the world is looking for what we have. And I think we all have to keep that in mind. Thank you so much for sharing that, Calvin.
All right. I was very blessed this weekend here in Dallas to be promoted to executive director. And I want to personally say thank you to each and every person within the Success Team Live Younger community. And I want to dedicate this award to you and for your hard work and your efforts. And it begins with the leaders and every brand new brand partner. So guys, this is for you. So thank you.
We wish you were here.